Good morning. Figured it'd be a good day to be able to go out and get some breakfast today. That walk yesterday was really nice. Planning on doing that again. But next time I'm gonna take my backpack stove type thing and one of my little cast irons, and that way I can go make lunch while I'm out and about. Because man, I think I got about halfway into that walk. So in the vid that I did during that walk, the area I got to where there's like this water pump thing and on, and like this little pavilion and everything, by the time I reached that point, my fat ass was hungry. I was like, fuck. For some reason, I was thinking about cheeseburgers and Kit Kats. And I don't know, I was having, even though I was out there on my own, I was having a good day. I usually have a fairly good day when it comes to going out and going on walks like that. I do like to have a friend around or something like that to go with, but either way, it's enjoyable. You know, it's one of my tools for coping with things, and even just simply de-stressing and kind of clearing the brain and the mind a bit of all the bullshit, and just kind of enjoy everything around me. I never lost that childlike curiosity, if that makes sense. So lots of things kind of, you'll get a kid-like response out of me when it comes to certain things and all that, and I don't do it on purpose. But no, I was walking, as I was walking through that, I was like, you know, it'd be great find like a couple 100 acres and, you know, that's forested like that, put in trails like that, and then put in like greenhouses in different spots or what have you for like different types of gardens, and just be like meditation gardens or whatever. It'd just be fun to do something like that. But I dream too much and too big. I've been focusing on other things and all that, and making a long time dream of mine since I was a kid not real. I'm still focused on getting my food cart, food truck, that type of thing going, and then we'll see if I expand into some form of catering or whatever. But yeah, I just have a lot of fun being outside and being able to walk around, do stuff like that. I like camping. I like all that shit. I'm trying to decide what I want for breakfast right now. No, I also noticed that I think people enjoy watching my Ramble vids. If I put Ramble in the header, more people seem to watch those than my walk through the park type vid. And I got home after that walk, was able to relax. I actually felt pretty good after that. I think I snoozed for like an hour or two. Got back up, visited with my mom and everything, because she was at the house visiting from the place that she's been staying at. And so I visited with them a little bit and before they had to leave. And then I just just sort of hung out for a bit until I ended up passing out kind of early. Because that walk, like, I want to say it was definitely a lot longer walk than walking the trail. So I usually walk about the same pace. So my guess is that was like a 5 or 6 mile, walkabout, and that wasn't even on all the trails. I wanted to cut off onto some other trails too, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. And then on this one house that it's obvious that my heart's pretty set on it, because I've been having trouble finding anything else that I like more than that house. And I noticed that there's another realtor. I found the actual listing agent for the house, and so I think I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna get a hold of them, because the sale of my house will be finished by the end of the month. By the end, at the latest. So I've just been trying to keep busy till this is all done, and then I can change my focus to back to moving. Sorry. So that's just kind of that'll be good. Although there is one place that I found that was actually really nice, but I'm not sure what I would do with a rather large 4-bedroom, 2-story house with a big-ass basement to it. I mean, the basement, I know what I'd do with that. But overall, I just, by myself and my dogs, I'm not sure what I would do. And I'm not one of those people who wants to get something like that and then let's go fill it full of crap. No, those two places, I mean, the one, I just can't help it. I'm pretty well set on it. I like not just the house, but I like the town that it's in and the neighborhood that it's in. It actually looks really nice. And the other realtor that I originally was working with, when she did kind of the walkthrough, she did also a little video, quick vid thing showing the neighborhood around it. And it's a nice area. It's not a big town. There's only like a few thousand people there, so that's fine by me. It's close enough to places where there's more people if I really need or want to go to a city or some shit. Like, yeah. No, I'm just, I'd prefer to go somewhere that's a little more quaint and quiet a little bit, but is still growing. I guess kind of like how Oregon City was. When we first moved here, there was like barely over 9,000 people. And now there's like, the last I looked, there was like 42,000 people, and that was a couple years ago. So that's obviously, it's jumping because there's all new apartment complexes, everything that's been slapped in since the town, the roads weren't really built to handle so many people. So many people. Yeah, I haven't even decided if I want to just go get some Subway Eat Fresh or say screw it and just go over to like the Sherry's or something. Still deciding on breakfast. Before long, it'll be lunch. No, by the time I decide. I can be a little indecisive because I don't mind going and eating on my own and all that stuff. I have to build myself up a little bit before going in some places. Otherwise, I get things to go. It's like if I go and eat somewhere, like some of these places I go and eat at, it's like Panda. When I went to go eat at Panda the other day, it was like only like 4 people in there. was pretty empty, so yeah, I was able to sit to myself and just kind of munch and do my own thing. But no, I'll keep this short today for now. Just keep it moving forward, keep myself busy, and it might seem lazy at the moment. That's not my intent. I've been coping with a lot of things, and including a lot of stuff I just don't talk about. All the vids that I had on here, they're still there. I just have them now on private. I don't want to. I'm doing my best to try and move away from all that crap, and I'll still bring things up from time to time. If anything else happens, but for most part, I'm just trying to think of a way that I can, when it comes down to it, utilize my experience to help others and teach others. I don't want to take away from what I want to do as a biz, for my, food cart, food truck type thing. Yet I still want to be able to do something to help other people too. When it comes to this type of stuff, I mean, domestic abuse in all its forms is bullshit. And when some people intentionally create situations and cause the abuse to claim they're being abused, I don't know how to say that clearly, but yeah, it's crazy shit. And so that kind of stuff just bugs the crap out of me, and I just want to figure out a way that I can, maybe do my part and help other people out that have gone through this kind of shit. So I think, do I want to go there? I'm really thinking about just going to Sherry's and just getting like a pancake breakfast or something, but I'm just not so big on that stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. I had a short little ramble. I might post later, but I don't know. If I do, it might be something random. Who knows? So, if you're going through some shit out there, stay strong, keep the chin up, keep moving forward. I know it's hard to do, but don't be afraid to ask for help, or at least don't be afraid to speak up and speak out, even if it's like this. I have trouble asking for help too, but at the same time, I know I've got to let it out somehow, and so that's why I started speaking out. That's why I went public with it. Even then, I was met with brick walls. So for quite a while there, I was being met with brick walls. It's like, oh, people talk shit to you if you're male and you dealt with abuse from a female like that. But it's a complete opposite response when the shoes are on the other foot. So it's like you have to work through the public and social stereotyping that goes on with these types of things. And it's not easy, especially as a male, because not enough guys speak up. Instead, I think most guys, they harden up, they get more and more bitter, and they get more angry, and they more, defensive, or whatever you want to call it. They just they don't face it, and they don't deal with it. They just try to bury it, and it's not the man thing to do. No, it turns you into an asshole over time. Trust me. You build up enough shit, it'll turn you into a piece of shit too. You got to know how to let it out. You got to know how to communicate. And if your other half isn't going to listen or communicate with you, find somebody who will. Again, take care and thanks for watching. Later.